This might be quick. There it is. It's off the butt. No, Roczen's down.
A lot of Supercross fans are crying foul in Anaheim after one championship contender takes down another for the second straight week in the 450 main event. But it seems that Roczen is indeed racing, and the AMA has not issued any sort of penalty or fine to the rider that was seen as the aggressor in both instances. Let's paint the picture. After 2 rough rounds and not looking like his usual self all day, Ken Roczen returns to Anaheim and rips the whole shot just like he did in the opening round of the series, with Jason Anderson buried as they approach the first corner before sneaking up the inside and starting the race in 5th. El Hombre worked his way through Muskin, McElrath, and Malcolm and was right behind Kenny at the start of the 5th lap. As the riders came through the treacherous sand section before crossing the start straight near the end of lap 5, Ken chooses to rail the outside beach line while Anderson instead opts for the inside rut, and their lines come together at the exit of the section, with Roczen getting knocked completely off the bike, with Anderson just barely holding on to the controls. With a helmet full of sand, it takes Ken more than a single moment to collect himself and remount his HRC factory Honda, rejoining the race in 20th place while Anderson took over the lead. Anderson ultimately finishes second, with Roczen only able to work his way up to salvage a 13th place finish. After the race, Anderson uncharacteristically admits fault in his post-race interview with Kristen Beat, something you never really hear.
Yeah, you know that it's never the way you want to ride, so it's really on me. But I've honestly just reading everything wrong all day on the track. But to come out with a second, I want to thank the team for staying behind me. But at the end of the day, it's a bummer because I really enjoy the battle and racing each other, and I don't want to be looked. I should have made a better move.
Additionally, in the post-race press conference, when asked to give a play-by-play, Anderson instead opted not to recount the entire moment, but did seem remorseful in his response before addressing the backlash that he expects on social media.
I went on the inside of him in the sand, and I was just I went for it, and it ended up not so well, but I don't want to be that guy, but I'm that guy tonight. So I got to, maybe not look at the Instagram too much because we're going to be getting some heat.
On the RotoMoto Live post-race show, I had a lot of people come into the chat and ask about a potential penalty, citing that Anderson's contact was also what put Ken down last round in San Diego, but the AMA doesn't appear to think so, and honestly, neither do I. The San Diego incident was all but out of Anderson's control. He came out of the whoops at full speed onto a very slick flat corner, and Kenny just happened to be recovering right in the middle of Jason's racing line. If El Hombre wanted that one to be bad, he most certainly could have made it worse, although I will admit Anderson could have probably done more to avoid contact if he wished, but at the expense of his race pace. In the Anaheim 2 contact, I really don't have an opinion. I think the sand is a big X factor here and makes levying a penalty very difficult for the AMA. If this was on predictable soil, a la the Ferrandis Craig incident, I could see and expect a penalty or at least a written probation coming, but riding this fast on the unkempt sand is a lot more like whitewater rafting. You can do your best to steer, but the tide will often take you where it wants you to be. After 4 rounds, Ken Roczen has fallen from 1st to 9th in the championship and is already 13 points out of contention. Do you think Ken can temper his frustrations and climb back into this title hunt? And do you think Anderson should have received some sort of repercussion for his riding this season? Let me know in the comments how you really feel, and don't forget to subscribe to RotoMoto for more breaking news and race analysis like this. Thanks for watching RotoMoto. My name is Donnie. Keep it pinned to the weekend.